English. So we are going to be using a different platform to be streaming. So this is why I'm actually a day early today. Instead of it being Friday, it's actually Thursday, because I want to make sure that this works and I have a little bit more time today. So this is why I'm doing it today. And it's a new platform, so I'm trying something new, which is important to do. So the Ask Us Anything for this week is a really important one. So every week, every Friday normally, I go live and I talk about a grammar, pronunciation, or vocabulary point to help you, the English learner. Now, please check out the enormous playlist of all the Ask Us Anything live videos that I have done, especially on the present perfect. So today I'm going to talk about the difference between the past simple and the present perfect, focusing on the time element. So there are other videos on our playlist where I've talked about the present perfect and past simple. So just search on our playlist. You'll find lots of videos, lots of explanations, lots of examples, all to help you understand these two very complicated but very important. Well, past simple is not complicated. Present perfect is complicated. But these two very, very, very important tenses that you need to master to be truly amazing in English. So this is a new platform, so it's all very exciting. So I apologize if anything goes wrong, first of all. But also, if you are a member of our Intrepid English community, please also go and check out our new course that we have created in our academy on Ask Us Anything videos. So there are all the transcripts, so you can see everything, you can practice it, and we've made it into a course, which is really brilliant. And of course, if you're not an Intrepid English member and you want to become one, please check the links below, because you could, for example, join our reading club for free, one session to meet us and to talk a bit. And then for future sessions, it's £5 to join our reading club, or of course, becoming a member of the Intrepid English community and see how we can help you specifically for your English needs. But obviously, these videos are not about that. That is a side point. This is talking about the past simple and present perfect. So these are really confusing for English learners. And so I'm going to give you some clear tips with easy examples to remember to help you understand and remember the difference. So I always tell learners of all nationalities when you're doing the present perfect, because a lot of my students from different nationalities, Spanish, Italian, or French, certainly the Latin languages, often say to me, "Oh, but that's like our language." And I say, no. The present perfect is a crazy tense that, as far as I can see, only really exists in English. And the reason I say that is because we use one tense, but we've got many different reasons when we use the present perfect. And so they'll say, "Oh, but it's similar, we use that in our language." Yes, you may for that reason, but you won't for the other reasons. That is why the present perfect is complicated. And the only way to master the present perfect is to think in English and to have really good examples that you memorize and you learn, and then it becomes a second nature to you to use them. It becomes reflexive. You don't even have to think about it. You just use the present perfect, which is basically how British people do. If I ask a British friend what is the present perfect, they won't know what it is. And unfortunately, Americans rarely use it properly either. So that doesn't help you. But you, the English learner, you can be amazing in the present perfect, and your English will just be amazing. So the key difference when we focus on the time, and that's what I'm going to focus on, really the time element, is that the past simple talks about a finished time in the past. We know when, specific. So we are really focusing on when something happened. The present perfect talks about the unfinished time, okay? Or it's your life experience because you're still alive. Your life started in the past and it's continuing now. The unfinished time, it could be a point that started, time that started in the past, but it's continuing now. For example, today started in the past, but it's continuing now until midnight. So we don't say exactly when something happened. This is very, very important. When, past simple. We don't know when, present perfect. So I mentioned a couple of time words that will help you remember to use which tense. So when you're using the past simple, you need to think yesterday, last week, last month, in 2001, 2 days ago, 5 seconds ago, okay? Last summer, okay? Those are all past simple time words. So we're in the morning now, but very soon it will be, we're now 1 p.m. here in France, and the morning finished at midday. So if I say this morning, it's finished. So I use the past simple. We are now in the afternoon. So this afternoon started at midday and it's continuing until 6 p.m. So we're in the middle. We're in the afternoon now. It's happening now. It started in the past, but it's continuing now. That's when we use the present perfect. So this week started Monday, but it's continuing until Sunday. We're in the middle of it. This week, present perfect. This year started in January. We're now July. It's going to continue until December. Present perfect. Okay. Recently. Okay. That's in the recent past, but we don't know. We're not saying exactly when. So we use the present perfect. And then when we're talking about our life experience, never, not once in our life, present perfect, ever. A question: have you ever seen a crocodile? That's just because there's a crocodile drawing of my daughter's there. But have you ever seen a crocodile? Ever is meaning in your life, so that's why it's the present perfect. Then we've got these keywords: just, already, yet, still. Those adverbs, present perfect. Since, present perfect. For, that can be used in all tenses, but it is also in the present perfect. Since, only the present perfect. Okay, so if you're talking about a specific time in the past simple. If you're talking about lifetime experience of your life, or someone who's alive, the person has to be alive to talk about a lifetime experience in the present perfect. If the person is dead, past simple. Shakespeare, he wrote many books, he wrote many plays, he wrote many sonnets, he wrote many things. Okay, but he's wrote because he's dead. Okay, my mother is a writer, so I can say she has written many books because she's still alive. I'm not telling you when. Okay, so talking about lifetime experience, or if there's that connection to now, that time connection to now, so that's time period starting in the past, continuing now, and going to continue, present perfect. So let me give you some examples to really make this clear. Past simple would be, she visited Paris in 2019. Okay, specific point in the past. It's finished and completed. If I wanted to talk about her lifetime experience, I could say, oh, so she has visited Paris many times. I'm not telling you when. I'm saying it different points in her life. Okay. For example, she called me an hour ago. Ago, past simple. Specific point in the past. She has just called me and told me the news. Okay, so I just finished the call. So it's in the very recent past. So I'm still interested. I'm still talking about the news she just gave me. Okay, so it doesn't have to be, sometimes it's just a connection to now. Okay, we watched that film last night. Yeah, last night, point in the past. If I say we have already watched that film, so I don't want to watch it again. We have already watched that film, present perfect. Okay, they didn't go to the beach last summer. Last summer, past simple. They haven't been to the beach yet this year. So I'm saying using the present perfect, I'm using yet, and I'm saying this year, so this year started in the past and continuing now. And maybe, hopefully, they will go to the beach before the end of the year. So, past simple, When something happened is completed and important in the past. We know when. I ate breakfast at 7 a.m. Okay? Present perfect. The when, the specific when is not important, or the time is unfinished. So we're talking about a life experience. So have you ever been to Paris? Or recent events just happened. I've just finished my lunch. Okay? Or a change over time. She has grown so much recently. Or the unfinished time. We've lived here for 15 years. Okay, so a very good memory trick would be past simple, past, because it's in the name, past simple, past and completed. I did it yesterday. Present perfect, got the present. So past and still connected to now. I have done it sometime before now, but I don't say exactly when. So we are now in the summer and everyone is talking about their summer holidays. When we talk about last summer, we use the past simple. So what did you do last summer? Last summer we went to London and the south coast of England. When you are in the middle of the summer or near the end of the summer, you can say, what have you done this summer? Okay, have you gone anywhere nice? I would say yes. By the end of the summer, yes. We've been to London, we've been to the south of France, and we've been to Italy. All present perfect. So I hope that helps. It's a difficult one, but there are extra videos on our Ask Us Anything playlist. So please go and check it out. Also, go and check our blogs because we've written blogs on the present perfect before. Absolutely go and check them out to help you improve in English. And if you're one of our members, please go and check out the Academy to see even more on the present perfect and the different courses we've done. I've even done a fast grammar course on the Academy, and it's really useful for the present perfect. So go and work on that if you can. In the meantime, I hope you have a lovely weekend, and I hope this live stream has worked this time on this new platform, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye for now.